Okay, welcome to the full installation how-to procedures for Impact PBX using the 3CX telephony site. First thing we need to do is let's go to impactact.com, go to our download page, and let's download the software. Once it's done downloading, we can just open the installer, and it's basically just go next, next, next. It will find all the places to put the add-on into the current version of Act install. So it's now done downloading it. So let's go and launch Act. Okay, you have the 30-day trial. Say okay. And as you can see, the PBX initializes in the background as Act's launching because it's connecting to the PBX system. And down here, you're going to see underneath Act, you have the primary Act window and we have the PBX window. Again, just on startup, you close this down at any time. All right, well, let's go into the settings here. So we need to hook up our PBX system to the 3CX system. So let's go back to our browser. Here's the 3X login. And we're in. So the first thing we want to do is go to the admin panel down here at the bottom left. From the admin panel, we want to go to integrations. From integrations to the API. So what we want to do is we're going to add, let's bring this forward here so I can see it at the same time. We're going to add in a new application. And I actually have it called Impact CRM. So we're just going to use the same name up here, Impact CRM. And then we're going to enable the access. We're going to leave it set to system-wide, user role, and then we want to enable the access to the call API, and then what extensions we want. So let's just turn on our first extension here. That is the client name, Impact CRM. Now we want to look at what the PBX is. This is that URL here. Now we don't need all this stuff in the end. Basically, we want to just take this front side, which would be your company name .fl.3cxus. So I'm going to copy that, and I am going to put that into our PBX. So we have the PBX, we have the URL. Now we need the client secret. Let's come back into here. So when I'm adding this in here, when I click on save, now if that save button is not available and it like it hovers on it, won't let you click save, you need to get the ENT version. It's a little more money, but you need to upgrade your standard, almost freebie kind of 3CX and get the paid ENT version. So I clicked on that button, and what it does is it presents us with an API key. API key is the same as the secret. This is only presented to you one time. So you don't want to click OK here, or you'd have to start this process over. You don't want to click OK quickly here. What we want to do is look at the API key, right? So there's our API key. And what we're going to do is I'm going to click on the copy. So it copied it to the clipboard. It's now currently sitting on my clipboard. I'm going to go back into the phone PBX here, and I'm going to paste it in there. So as you can see, this secret key matches the API key that's generated. And again, you want to copy it at this moment, because once you click on the OK button and it's added into here, there is no way to get it back. So that key is buried in the system. There's no interface for it. If you forget the key or do anything else like that, you have to regenerate a new key. Downside to it is if you have 20 people using that one key and you lose that key and you regenerate it, you have to disperse that key back to the 20 people inside of there. Make sure you copy that key, put it someplace safe. Right now, I am just putting it into our settings, but I would put someplace safer. All right, that's it. We're done. So if we were to, go back here, we now see that we have a client inside of here. Okay, let's go into Act now. Back into Act, back into our PBX. what we need to do here is put in our extension. What extension do you want to listen to? So we have the extension. So again, the PBX, which is the URL in there, the client name, which is what you typed in when you created the client in the PBX, the client secret, which is they fed you back a client secret, and then your extension. So let's look at our status screen. We have no status. Let's start the process. And there it is. We are now connected. And since we're connected, we can, of course, just close down that window. Again, we don't need it running in the background all the time. We're sitting here on Act. And since we are connected, let's make a quick little phone call.
Thank you for calling Filter.
And there it is. So it's all connected and it's all working fine. And again, it's all done through the tools menu, the PBX system, and the settings. Okay, thank you for watching.